Hello and welcome. My name is Josh Clark, and today we're going to talk about how to effectively do a three-way phone call. Now, let me tell you, this is probably one of the most overlooked, underused, yet extremely effective tools in this business. So you may be asking, well, Josh, who's a good candidate for a three-way? Well, in fact, almost everyone. It's most commonly used for prospects, but it's also great for customers that maybe you want to introduce them to someone else's story so they can see how adding other products can help fill needs in their life. Or, and it's often used in the context of a customer, is to introduce them to either your upline or someone else's story that they can relate with so they can see why they may want to upgrade, become a promoter, and join you in this exciting career opportunity. So, all right, now let me say this. If you're not having the success that you want with your prospects and bringing them on board as customers and as promoters, then let me tell you, you absolutely need to schedule more three-way calls or do more three-way calls. Okay, quick recap. 3 reasons why you absolutely must be doing three-way calls. Number 1, it builds credibility. By introducing them to that third party. It also is important because oftentimes when you're getting started, they know that you don't know that much. And so especially in that stage, a three-way call is so critical and so helpful. Okay, and then number 2 is it lets them know that you have support. It shows them that if they get in this business, they won't be in it alone, that there's a team around them, a family around them that supports one another. And then number 3 is, and this is probably the most crucial, is it lets them know that they don't have to be an expert. One of the fears in this business is people think, well, you know what? I don't know it all. What if people ask questions that I don't know? That's easy. Pick up the phone. Can you hold a second? And then call into a three-way. Okay, so 7 steps for effectively doing three-way calls. You ready? Step 1 is don't ask. Now you might be saying, what, Josh? That's right. Especially when you're talking to a prospect, don't ask them if you can do a three-way call. Take charge, be a leader, and just say, hey, can you hold on a second? Now, if they are a customer, they're already on board, then it makes sense to schedule that three-way call and say, hey, you know what? If I could schedule a call with so-and-so, when would be a good time for you? I'd love for you to hear their story. But if it's a prospect, just say, can you hold on a second? Then step 2 is add the expert. You're going to simply, on most phones, you're going to hit add a call, or on a landline, it may be flash. And then when the upline or the expert picks up, you're going to say, hey, you know what? Do you have just a second? I have someone on the other line that I'd love for them to hear your story. And then you're going to merge the call. And then as soon as they come on, you're going to confirm that both parties are there. And then now is step 3. Step 3 is critical. Edify your upline. Edify the expert. Because you want the prospect to understand and value this person who's about to share their story. And step 4 is, and this is equally critical, edify the prospect. For 2 reasons. 1, of course, who doesn't enjoy sincere appreciation and edification? But number 2 is, and this is critical, the upline or the expert is listening to discover how they can connect with that prospect. So very, very important. Okay, and then step 5 is, as soon as you've introduced both parties and edified them, step 5 is you're going to say to the upline or expert, thank you so much for your time. Listen, I know you're busy. If you could just take just a couple minutes and share your story. And then step 6 is zip it. Crucial. Silence. Your job now is to listen and learn. And above all, resist the urge to interrupt or correct the upline. After all, you've positioned them as the expert, and to interrupt or add things is just undermining them. And then as soon as the upline finishes, this is absolutely critical. As soon as they get out the other line, step 7 is close it. Ask for the sale. Oftentimes you simply have not because you ask not. And the prospect is generally not going to say, hey, can you please get me started? No, you got to ask for it. And then if they say no, then simply ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being no way, 10 ready to get started, where are you? And then if it's anywhere between 1 and 10, schedule the next exposure, whether it's an educational tool, resource, meeting, video, whatever it may be. And then continue following up till either they let you know they're not interested or they come on board. And you may want to listen to the training that we have on how to follow up. It has some great tips during that phase. Okay, now Get out there, take action, schedule those 3 ways, and I can't wait to hear your success and celebrate it. God bless.